Here we are on this Monday. Quick look at the Allergy and Asthma Center of Western Colorado. It's their pollen outlook. Early June, that's when we expect trees to lower, and that's exactly what has happened. Of course, coincidentally, with all the rain showers, our grass and our mold have increased. I know a lot of the ranchers have already made their first cut, so cheers. Here's to at least 3-4 more cuts for the season. And you know what they say, when you want it to rain, just cut your grass, cut your hay, lay it down, and it'll rain. And that makes drying it a little bit more difficult. Speaking of dry, well, that's what we have right here at the surface. Very dry conditions, but we have storms in the area. Storms have been popping up and kicking the wind around. You can see this is a partly cloudy day. It kind of depends on how you look at it, but we're going to go with the partly cloudy forecast tonight as well. We'll go through the rest of the work week with these clouds. With sunshine midday, clouds late day, because that sun's going to help heat things up. We have plenty of moisture in the atmosphere, so moving forward, we're going to anticipate more of these afternoon storms. Now, midday storms building up in the mountain zones, that creates a problem for any of you hiking. So start early and get down from those higher elevations early, because lightning is also a big hazard. And if you're still hanging around the 7, 8, 9, 10,000 foot mark, you're going to be susceptible to lightning strikes. And if you do plan on being up in those higher elevations, just check out your lightning protocol. That'll be something that'll be very helpful for you. We have somewhat rain-cooled conditions. I'd say most likely it's cloud-cooled conditions, because we don't have a lot of that sun exposure. Mid-70s right now at Grand Junction, Montrose, 80 degrees at Delta. High temperatures, while it's not official at this hour, this is as warm as we've been. Now, Grand Junction, 86 is typical for this time of the year. Early June, we should be in the mid-80s. We continue warming up for the rest of the week and for the rest of that trend. Montrose, yeah, generally speaking, we're in the lower 80s. I think we fell shy today, or we may have hit that number. 81 is our average high temperature in the afternoon hours. Not quite a 90-degree day for Delta. We won't attempt another 90-degree day tomorrow at Delta. We will keep clouds in the forecast. If you're looking for hotter temperatures, head to the lower elevations and to the desert locations of Utah. Great conditions. You just need to be prepared for that different environment. Our local environment tomorrow, basically the same thing we saw today. We had those clouds building up in the midday. We will see those storms pumping up during the late afternoon over the valley locations. They will more than likely kick out lightning and wind. We have 10-mile-per-hour wind speeds at Montrose and Delta. We have about a 20-mile-per-hour clip at Grand Junction. Top gusts of the day. I think this is going to be it. I don't see a whole lot more storm activity tonight. Certainly once we get that sunset going around 8:30, we'll lose a lot of the storm coverage. So mid-40-mile-per-hour wind blast. For Montrose, 40. For Delta, 20. So we've had storms in the area for Montrose. We currently have storms exiting the Grand Valley right now, though none of them have produced rain showers. We saw very light amounts of rain on Sunday. Light amounts have fallen today. This represents the Colorado Plateau, and there is some rain falling in those higher elevations. That's where the storms developed. Higher elevations. They drifted over the lower valleys and they just kind of dissipated a little bit. Red is the more intense rain showers. This is current radar right now. The Uncompahgre Glade Park. This is going to move over the Grand Valley. It's not likely going to do anything other than kick up the wind, blow around the dust. So be prepared for that. But we do have lightning strikes up top. And this is the book lift. So this is 7,000 feet elevation compared to the valley location around 4,400. So yeah. Significant storms up top, but that's unpopulated areas. There's nothing up there unless you're hiking, and if you're there now, you're probably in a bit of a mess. Uncompahgre Valley, Delta, Olathe, Montrose, quiet. Still, though, partly cloudy skies. I have satellite mode turned off, so you don't see the cloud coverage. And some models, I don't subscribe to them, but some models are indicating, you know what? After the sun goes down tonight, we could see some activity around the 10 o'clock hour, but I don't think that's going to be sustainable. I think these are going to collapse in on themselves, and that's going to be it for the evening hours. Then we'll go quiet with partly cloudy skies during the overnight, and then we'll do it again tomorrow afternoon. We have plenty of moisture in the atmosphere. That's getting pushed in by our jet stream. Subtropical jet stream driving in moisture. This is the same story we've been telling since last week. Subtropical jet stream delivering a lot of moisture into our forecast area. Midweek, storm system, courtesy of the low pressure system. Not doing a whole lot of movement today, not going to do a whole lot of movement tomorrow afternoon either. That's why tomorrow, very similar, low-end rain chances. But once we get into Wednesday, this low pressure system drives right into our forecast area, and we see rain on the increase for that day, even bleeding into Thursday as well. Now, as far as temperatures go, we'll see more warmth tomorrow. Rest of the week for Grand Junction should be fairly easy. with the temperatures right at or slightly below the averages. Same with Montrose, but with the added cloud coverage for Wednesday, when we anticipate that low pressure system coming through, we should cool a little bit because we won't have as much sunshine. Best rain opportunities do exist for the midweek period.